everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome one and all to episode 146 of In Focus Friday, the show where we take a good close look at cool things made out of silver and gold. And last week we did just that with a rapid fire In Focus Friday featuring 5 different coins. If you've not checked that episode out, please do go have a look. The link is down in the description below. Now, there was no vote last week. We're just 10-ounce Fridaying it today. There's 2 huge drinks coasters of coins here on the table. One is the Queen's Beast Bull and the other the 10-ounce Valiant. So we're going to have a good close look at those. There will be a vote at the end of today's episode, so make sure you stick around and cast your eye and indeed your vote on what you'd like to see next time. Now, today it's 10-ounce day, and you might think these look a little bit odd. What's different about them? Well, I've pre-taken the capsules off, because if anybody has ever tried to take a Royal Mint 10-ounce coin capsule off, you'll know it's almost impossible. Certainly something that you can do off camera, I would suggest. I've struggled many a time on camera to try and open them and only gone to retake the entire video. So that's the top tip for today's video. Capsules, I guess, is going to also form a little bit of the discussion today, because you'll notice that these capsules are particularly scratched and nasty. I did get these coins from the European Mint. The capsules came pretty pristine. Basically, these coins have been sat out on my desk for the last 2 weeks, waiting for me to film them, and the capsules have got all scratched up, which in itself is a really interesting topic, because the scratched capsules, I know, are a really big deal for some people. And if they were to get one with a very nasty capsule, dirty, scratched, etc., they would feel hard done by. And I can understand that for some people, that's fine. And it does, I suppose, affect the value in a small way, in the sense that someone might have to buy a new capsule at the other end, or you might have to buy a new capsule at the other end to send it on. But ultimately, I suppose the capsule does the job, which is to stop the coin from getting scratched. You know, it takes away from some of the glory of the coin, as you can see here, which is why I wanted to do a kind of almost like a naked showing, and I hope that doesn't get my video demonetized. The coins are naked, not me, YouTube. So I'm sorry, I'm just getting distracted there. I hope I haven't given you all horrible images. Anyway, coin, back to the coin. It looks phenomenal outside of the capsules, and I haven't taken too many of these 10-ounce coins out of the capsules to really examine them and have a look, but after you've handled so many of them in the capsules, you get numb to the fact that actually this is silver, these are silver coins. They are really very pretty and glorious. And with the smaller 1 ounces, you can just take, you know, if you've got 25 Britannias in a tube, you can take them out and you can have a look at them, you can have a play with them, you can feel them. There's less of a kind of, as you'll see, I'm wearing gloves, because there's more of a kind of, there's more of an urgency to keep it pristine, to keep it nice looking, even though it is basically just bullion. It's a really good, affordable piece of silver, albeit in a 10-ounce form. So that in itself forms an interesting question about whether or not 10 ounces is a good size to have. Of course, it's more expensive to buy in the first place. It's a little bit less liquid, in that you can't sell tenths of it, as you would with 1 ounce Britannias. But it's a really, really good bet at the moment. I think the Queen's Beast series are fantastic. Just look at that, absolutely insane. I love this radial pattern, and on the 1 ounce coins it's great, but on the 10 ounce coins it's insane. Just look at that. And that's one of the things why I think these 10 ounce coins do so well and are so successful, because they have just such a really great look and feel to them with their kind of designs. Almost the radial design outshines the bull, I suppose, on this one. It's really interesting. I'd love to know you guys' opinions, not only on these two, whether you like the Valiant over the bull better, or whether or not you like the radial pattern on this side over the bull side. I don't know. Now, 10-ounce coins, as I said, they do have a few downsides in that, you know, you can't necessarily enjoy them like you can the small Britannias. Of course, they've got a higher ticket price, so they're more difficult to buy and then sell on at the other end as well. And the Queen's Beast series is an interesting one, because they're going to hopefully, yield good premiums in the future. Maybe small premiums on some of the later releases, but good premiums on, like we've seen the Lion and the Griffin in 10 ounces. They're doing incredibly well right now. So again, you know, it's about whether or not you just sell it as bullion, or whether you hold on to it and try and get it sold as a kind of, premium style investment. There's an interesting discussion to be had there about these 10-ounce coins and whether or not they are, a good bet in that sense, or whether they just have a little bit too much trouble attached with them. One of those things, as I said at the start of the video, is the capsule side of things. It is a bit of a pain sometimes, and the capsules can't find them for less than like 8, 9, 10 euros each. I may be mistaken, but that was what I sort of last remembered. Now, we're moving on to coin 2. So that's the bull. We've talked a lot about the bull on this channel. I've shown the bull. And in fact, this is a bit of a sneak preview for the weekend. We're going to be doing a beastly full stack video. There will be a kind of semi-full stack video of all of the precious metal beasties that we've got. So pretty good video coming up this Sunday. Now, here we have the 10-ounce Valiant in glorious 49 silver. Absolutely love this. One small little imperfection I'm noticing here on this. I don't know whether that's... Or maybe it's just a little bit of dust. There we go. Or maybe it was just a brush of a finger. I don't know. But anyway, that looks a lot better. Here it is. Now, the Valiant in 2018 was a really attractive coin. I absolutely hate this coin, though, for filming because it's incredibly reflective. And you don't want to see ugly muggins here. I've definitely got a face for a faceless YouTube channel, that's for sure. So going to do some tactical hiding behind the camera. But it's absolutely stunning. The 2018 version had just a kind of a patterned outside rim, so you couldn't have that really highly reflective stuff. I really like this highly reflective version. I think that's fantastic in addition to the sort of design. Really does set it apart. Absolutely glorious design on St. George and the Dragon. This is, of course, the the ever popular and famous St. George and the Dragon. St. George slaying the dragon, in fact, as you can see. Dragons forming a really kind of good part of 2018-19. Lots of different dragon-themed coins out there, and this one is fantastic. And I'm loving the fact as well that the Royal Mint are releasing this in a 1-ounce form. So with the Queen's B series, of course, we've got the 2-ounce beasties, and if you want to enjoy those coins, you can at that smaller scale. But even smaller still than that is the 1-ounce versions of these, and I'm hoping that in the next European Mint Group order they will be here and we can have a look and we can compare and contrast the small to the large. That would be very, very cool indeed. And I mean, we've seen this already. On the other side is the Queen in her radial glory. Look at that. I mean, this is a great design. It really is. I don't know, it says JC there, Jody Clark. I don't know if that's him being attributed to the entire radial pattern design there, but well done. I mean, Jody Clark, we know, is a phenomenal designer. He's done absolutely excellent jobs on most, if not all, the coins he's ever designed. I wish he'd do the Lunar series for the Royal Mint, but no. Sadly not. There is Queenie in all her glory. Hopefully she won't pop her clogs before the end of the Queen's Beast series, although it'd be really interesting to see what happens with the series if that were to happen. Whether or not they'd... I mean, because theoretically they have to change the monarch on the coins. These are, in effect, sort of legal tender coins. If we can try and get both without dropping them, that would be nice. We've got to get a good screenshot here for the thumbnail of the video. You guys will have seen what came out. I think that looks pretty good. I mean, who doesn't love these? And I really hope you guys appreciate the sort of out-of-capsule look of these like I am, because they are really, really pretty. And it's absolutely amazing, the transformation that happens. In fact, now that we're kind of finished with the video, let's put the capsule back on. Excuse me, that was the capsule, not me. Very, very rude capsule. But you can see the difference there. I mean, just look at that. The coin loses its shine. I mean, this capsule is properly scratched up, and I am definitely going to have to buy a new capsule before selling that on. I mean, it's a really interesting one. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. What would you say if you received that? If I sold this, if I just put a post up saying 10-ounce Valiant for sale, even if there wasn't a picture, or if there was a picture and you didn't necessarily notice it in the picture, what would you say if you took delivery of this coin in this capsule? Would you be annoyed? Would you be angry? Would you ask for a refund? Would you demand a refund? Do let me know. It's very interesting thought processes. Or would you want a partial refund to buy a new capsule? Or a partial refund for half of the capsule? Because technically the capsule's there, still doing its job. I don't know, it's really interesting. Sorry if it's a bit boring for you guys who maybe don't really care about capsules, but I think it's really interesting, the whole subject of coin capsules. Right, let's do the transformation on the bull and see how bad that looks out and in the capsule. So there we go, glorious, shiny, lovely, radiant bull, let's call it. And a little bit lackluster, boring. And you get a lot of kind of reflection off the capsule as well, when you're looking at it under cameras. It's just a shame. It's one of those odd ones because obviously if you take it out of the capsule and you just handle it, you're going to damage the coin. It's just kind of why I've got the gloves on here, and I've been carefully kind of moving it in and out of the sort of two halves of the capsule. So it's a really interesting one. I don't know. I think, regardless, they are very, very attractive coins/drinks coasters, and I like them, and I think they're going to be doing pretty well in the future. I don't know if they'll do the lofty heights of like the the Griffin and the Lion in 10 ounce, but the Bull certainly looks good, and I like that Bull. The Bull is great. Really looking forward to the Yale, though. That should be absolutely stunning. So, 10 ounce beastly coins out of the way. We are now doing a vote for next week's episode. We've got a couple of returning items. We've got the Cook Islands Starfish, we've got the Rwandan Shoebill, and then we've got the one which I know you're all going to vote for because it's yellow and it's shiny, and that is a Gold Britannia. It's another good Gold Britannia, which I picked up, in fact, it was literally about 2 hours before the big jumps in gold a couple of weeks ago, and I'm really happy with this. It's a really good example of like a quick turnaround where you literally make 100 quid on this one coin if I was to flip it right now. Bonkers time in gold prices right now. So anyway, if you'd like to see any of those, please do let me know down in the comment section. Otherwise, please put a thumbs up on this video if you've enjoyed it. It really does help share things around on the YouTube algorithm. And if you've not already done so and you'd like to see future episodes, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you are already subscribed and you want to get notifications when I upload, then please make sure you hit that alarm bell as well. Otherwise, this weekend should be a pretty fun one. I'm planning on doing a live stream, a bit of coin hunting live stream tomorrow afternoon. A bit of a kind of catch up on some of my coin folders, basically. So stick around and catch me live there. And then on Sunday, it's that beastly full stack. So a pretty jam-packed weekend ahead. I hope you all have a great one, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you one and all for watching. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.